position and negative balance funds, which could have an impact on that. There's a place to put those in. And that is the same that's on the report we reviewed last month. So, anyhow, take this home, let me know what you think about it. Look at it compared to the other one. I'm a little partial to the other one, just probably because I'm familiar with it and have used it for a long time. But I do see some of the benefits of being able to view everything out for the whole year and get a look at it. So I do appreciate that point of it. So anyhow, there's a possibility we could also build an SM1, SM2 and give that to you also instead, and that's all on one page. So we could do that also.
Okay, any questions? Moving on to new business. Resolution 010-10, personnel resignations, employment and status changes. Would you read the resolution, please?
Whereas the Little Miami Local School District was declared to be in state of fiscal emergency on July 13, 2010, and whereas the Financial Planning and Supervision Commission for the Little Miami Local School District has been created pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 336005 to assure the fiscal integrity of the Little Miami Local School District, and whereas the Commission has statutory responsibility to approve the district's actions regarding fiscal management and errors for the Little Miami Local Schools, and whereas the district has presented the following list of personnel status changes that were approved at the September 21st, 2010 Board of Education meeting. These are listed under superintendent's reports. There were certified personnel employment, leave of absence, substitute employment, change in assignment, classified employment, classified resignation, classified staff change in assignment, classified staff leave of absence, back page, classified staff substitute employment, supplemental contracts, and supplemental contract salary adjustments. And I will tell you that they had part of their personnel on the regular agenda, and then there was an addendum, and I consolidated both of them into this. And whereas these personnel actions are within current appropriations, and whereas these actions are pursuant to the Little Miami Local School District Board Resolutions dated September 21st, 2010, and are not taken by the Commission pursuant to 3316-07A11, now therefore be it resolved that the Commission approves the aforementioned District Board Resolution to make the above changes in contracts by following procedures to the extent possible in negotiated agreements and Ohio Revised Code.
Having heard the resolution, can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Mr. Hurst, second.
I'll second.
Mr. Martin. Open for discussion. Any of these positions new or additional positions, or I guess additional?
There are absolutely no additional positions, period. Just trying to all conforming with the plan that I shared with you as the last.
There was a question that arose regarding an adjustment on a supplemental contract from 0 to step 3. This came as a result of a person who had been a reserve coach, moved to varsity, and in order not to take a pay cut, they adjusted it to the first step above. So that's the reason why that was done. Any other questions? Hearing none, could I roll call?
Mr. Beeler?
Yes.
Mrs. Castleman? Yes. Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes. Resolution 011-10, approve purchase orders above $5,000. Would you read that resolution, please?
I will forego the first three repetitive paragraphs. Whereas the district has presented the following list of purchase orders in excess of $5,000. We have a PO to Stigler Supply, 4-inch Valley Conference, Salix, Morrow Lumber, Miami Valley International Truck, Plattenberg Associates, Multi-Vendor, Bob Summerall Tire Company, Fifth Third Bank, Study Island, High Eames Consortium, and then 2 more to Fifth Third Bank for an OAG conference and CPR training, Kathy O'Callahan, Anthem, Dental Care Plus, United Mail, OASBO, and Miami Valley International. And whereas these purchase orders are within current appropriations, now therefore be it resolved, the commission approves the list of purchase orders and instructs the Ohio Department of Education fiscal year to initial said purchase orders and to authorize district release of funds.
Haven't heard a resolution, could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Mrs. Castleman, second.
I'll second.
Mr. Martin? Questions, comments? First of all, janitorial supplies, Sean, is that a mega purchase order? Okay. And is that for the whole year or quarter? The rest of the year, that's why that's so high. The same with now the medical insurance. Is that a 1 month or is that's monthly? Mailing and postage is for the remainder of the year. Any other questions?
Medical insurance, is there been a change in the plan, or that's the same it's been?
Same plan, our insurance reviews each calendar year, and each calendar year we take it out to bid. Humana, United Healthcare, Humana, all different carriers, but there's no change, not any change in plan design, no, they're, get contract for the plan design, right, what's in right now, the Idaho Health Plan with Anthem, teachers have a $4,000 family deductible, classified staff has $3,000 family deductible, so those are plan designs that are in effect right now, and will be for the rest of the calendar year.
Those premiums would be the same through 2010, but would potentially change 2011.
Right. Our first pass, quote back from Anthem on our renewal is at 6.19%. Quite a bit better than we were hearing even a month ago. A month ago, Anthem was telling us that we were in line with the trend based on our claims data. Trend is 14 to 16%, plus they were adding 2% in for the national health care plan. So we're looking at an 18% increase. Right now, they dropped that down to 6.19. That's Anthem's first pass. Now, we'll take that out to bid with the carriers and see what they come up with. But that's where it's at right now.
And just on top of that, I've been checking with as far as other districts, they were all expecting anywhere from 14 to 18%. But that's what the superintendents are telling me. We're going to come in at 6.1%, and that is direct result going to the high deductible plan. And I just want, make sure we,
But also the claims history, so you got fewer claims
well,
being made.
and we're becoming consumers
Right.
of our health care here, of all of our employees. So it's starting to pay off some dividends.
Yeah, it's all based on claims. The high deductible plan is designed to impact claims, what it's designed to do, so.
To correct it, typically plans that have lower co-pays seem to have higher increases because of more claim use.
They see difference in claims data with those plans that have a $10 copay versus the ones that have the high deductible.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Hearing none, could I have roll call?
Mr. Beeler?
Yes.
Mrs. Castleman?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes. Resolution 012-10, authorize waiver of set-asides for fiscal year 11. Read the resolution, please.
Again, I will not repeat the first three paragraphs, but we will start with whereas the Ohio Revised Code, Section 3315.17, the set-aside requirements for textbooks and instruction materials shall be waived for schools in fiscal emergency. And whereas the treasurer has presented the request to waive the set-aside requirements for FY11 that was approved at the September 21st, 2010 regular Little Miami Local Board of Education meeting. Therefore be it resolved that the commission hereby authorize the waiver of the textbook and instruction materials set-aside requirements for FY11 with the specifics of the required amount shall be noted in the 5-year forecast, and it shall be noted in the assumptions that the requirement has been waived by the commission.
Haven't heard the resolution, can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Mr. Beeler, second.
Second.
Mrs. Castleman. For those who are not aware, the set-asides, the law requires the district to set aside a percentage of their, what is it, percentage of their supplies.
The revenue, well,
of the
percentage of the revenue for the
for
previous year.
textbooks and supplies for district that's in financial emergency does not have to meet those set-aside requirements while they're in emergency. Before they can be released, they have to show those set-asides again on their 5-year forecast. That's what this is. It's relieving them from a requirement that may or may not be met.
Well, and most districts wouldn't be buying textbooks and big expensive things like that during emergencies, so it really is a help to them. Now, because this district has a permanent improvement fund that raises enough money that automatically waives the need for the amount that's required for the set-aside requirement for capital outlay, we don't have to do that one, because it levies enough that they don't have to meet that requirement.
Further questions?
What's the dollar amount offhand on what's being waived?
Around our annual requirement,
Yes.
around $300,000.
That doesn't mean they won't
Right.
spend 300,000,
Right.
but they don't have to spend it.
Right.
So. Any further questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call?
Mr. Beeler?
Yes.
Mrs. Castleman?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Watson?
Yes. Resolution 013-10, approve the permanent appropriations. Could I have a motion, please? Mr. Martin, second.
I'll second that.
Mr. Beeler. Okay. Sean, would you present that to us, please?
The appropriations, for anybody who might not be aware that, especially the year starts out with temporary appropriations that are more approved back in June, allows us to spend dollars effective July 1st, at the beginning of the school year, or beginning of the fiscal year. Then by October 1st, we're required to submit our permanent appropriations to the county auditor. These are the permanent appropriations that we're submitting as of right now. Appropriations that you see there are at the fund level, so number one there, the one total is our general fund. Number two is our bond retirement fund. Number three is our permanent improvement fund. You can go on down the list to the different types of funds that are out there. You've got student activity funds, you've got athletic funds, federal grants, all those things are included in there. The main one that the commission is probably interested in is the general fund. The very first one, that appropriation of $30.2 million. It's the appropriation we have there right now. It should be noted that based on our forecast, that's below our forecast number, but in order to be able to sign what's called a 412 certificate, we have to be able to sign a 412 certificate saying that we have the dollars available. So this appropriation is going to be a little bit lower. It's going to have to be that way until the actual state loan comes in, which is going to be probably the end of next month, it looks like. So, or I'm sorry, the end of November. So once we have that official cash in hand, we'll probably come back with amended appropriation at that time. But this is the appropriation that we are able to certify right now. The majority of the general fund, Little Miami's no different than most other districts, or probably all the districts, in that the majority of our expenses are our salaries and benefits. Roughly 80 to 85% of most school districts spend in the 80 to 85% range. Again, we're no different. We're about 80% this year. So 80% of that number, like I said, will be personnel. The other things you've got in there, you've got fuel, you've got some classroom supplies, you've got utility consumption. There's a big piece of the puzzle, but these are the funds we have listed out for this year. If you move on down below the